Little Durk's 10-year-old son allegedly shoots stepfather. Saturday evening, July the 7th, footage surfaced of Little Durk's 10-year-old son allegedly shooting his stepfather during a domestic dispute with his mother. The video shows the child taking the gun from the man known as Reezy hip during the altercation before shooting him. Social media has mixed reactions to the unfortunate event, posting the camera footage on Instagram. Let's get into it and see what is going on, you guys. On July the 22nd, 2024, FCM Dow interviewed Jerome Harris Jr., 10 years old, at the IMPD homicide office as part of the assessment investigation. Jerome stated when he and his mother returned to Mr. Pippen's mother's home on July the 1st, 2024, Mrs. Collier and Mr. Pippen were in a verbal fight. Jerome stated he kept telling Mrs. Collier to stop fighting with Mr. Pippen. Jerome stated he then got out of the car and went over and pushed Mr. Pippen. FCM Dow asked Jerome if Mrs. Collier had a gun, and he said yes, but hers didn't go off. FCM Dow asked if Mr. Pippen was trying to get the gun away from Mrs. Collier, and Jerome stated yes. Jerome then admitted to FCM Dow Mr. Pippen's gun had fallen to the ground during the struggle, and he picked the gun up and shot Mr. Pippen to protect Mrs. Collier. Jerome stated he was scared that Mrs. Collier was going to get shot. FCM Dow asked Jerome if there had ever been any domestic violence between Mr. Pippen and Mrs. Collier in the past, and Jerome stated they would yell at each other a lot. Jerome stated Mrs. Collier gets really mad, really fast. Jerome, redacted, and redacted are at vulnerable ages and are upon caregivers to ensure a safe and stable home environment, free from domestic violence and neglect. It is unlikely the mentioned concern will be addressed without the perceived intervention of the court. Based on the mention, the Indiana Department of Child Services respectfully requests the court find Jerome Elias Jr., redacted and redacted, to be children in need of service and find the coercive intervention of the court to be necessary in order to ensure the safety and well-being of the children. DCS is commending continued removal of Jerome Elias Jr., redacted and redacted, from mother, Mrs. Trevana Collier, care and custody. DCS requests authorization for relevant care, kindship care, foster care, and ESC, and DCS recommends unsupervised visitations for Mr. Joshua Pippen and Mr. Durk Banks.
For the people that are here for me, thank you. But the problem that I have is mothers feel like, oh, that's why this and that's why that. Baby, before I was on here shaking my head paid to show my fucking body off and all of that, I was still a deadbeat. Bitch, difference is y'all didn't know about it. That's the only difference. So don't make it seem like anything that I got going on in my life that's benefiting me and my kids' elevation is stopping them up from doing what the real is. Real is real. So everybody that's speaking on what's going on, please go find you something else to do with your life. Never beg no follow me, write me, like me, care about me. Fake is fake. Fake is fake. And regardless of what your reason is for being fake, that's on you, bitch. I don't got to deal with that. I live my truth. Some days I'm ugly, some days I'm not. I do ignore them. But sometimes you get tired of ignoring them. You got to let them, my kids as well, took enough to teach them the difference. Baby, I'm sacrificing right now. I ain't got to wait on nobody or impress the internet by being perfect. And then another thing, if I want to speak on my man, I was this person before me and my man got together. And he loves me just the way that I am. And he know that if he got a problem with anything that I do, he can gladly go. But he didn't get with me to change me. And I'm not changing for no one until I'm ready. Yeah, I ain't worried about it. But I'm giving this response for my sanity. because my page was blocked and I couldn't say what I wanted to say or block when I wanted to. So now that I done had time to calm down, I'm not blocking shit. You follow me? Follow me. Y'all want to keep up with what I do that upsets y'all? That's weird as fuck. I ain't blocking y'all. Stay. I can honestly say, humbly, I get money every day. No matter how I get it, every single day I'm making some money. It works for me. Whatever don't work for y'all, kiss my boo. I don't got no problem with none of them. Listen, what's gonna happen, and what ain't. I'm not worried about it. I'm doing my part. That's all I can do is my part. That's all I got control over is what I can do and what I can make happen. Anybody else, I'm not concerned with it, but I don't have no problem with no fucking. Right, views definitely going up because I can guarantee you that blogs and all the big pieces of is screen recording, putting a story together. And baby, I'm in here on the clock in my bonnet. Put me in the blogs, I don't give a, but I'm living my truth. I ain't on here lying, faking like shit perfect. Because I don't have $1 million to go chase up and down and make them cooperate. It costs a lot. So the payments that I'm making is definitely in the process of making everything come together, but you can't make them right thing if they don't want to do it. That's just the problem. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Make a long story short, that's what it is. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I definitely get on here in my bonnet with the quickness. The problem I have with myself, y'all, this is some self-accountability. You know what I'm saying? This is some self-accountability. I should have never came to the internet, but at the same time, when I came to the internet, some shit happened with my son and a gun and some terrible shit to where, some shit had happened to where I was reacting off emotion. Anyway, it was some shit that happened, and I was it was some shit that happened, and I was reacting off emotion, and yeah, I just was tired. I was tired. I was fed up. But yeah, y'all, I'm just sick of people. Cause there's always people that I walk right past in public that just got something to say. Like, I don't even know y'all. It's weird. Like, y'all could be anywhere else in the world, but y'all come on my page and be mad at me. Like, damn. I am. Y'all, look, listen to me, y'all. People write me every single day. When I say they write me every day, it's not a day I'm on this page and say something about whether it's what I post, whether it's my kids, whether it's anything. I ignore 98% of the people. So when I go live, I'm at my ends with it. I feel like I gotta say what I gotta say. And it ain't because it gets to me. It's just me getting it out of my system so that I could continue my week having a great one and get ready for the weekend. So, I'm cool. But yeah, don't get on this about some, yeah, that's why I want to take care of him. He gonna keep it. Before I got over here shaking before I even hit it.
My gun was on my hip and I was trying to protect myself from getting shot. I never in a million years thought a kid I brought four-wheelers and paid football leagues and everything would do this. But he only knows what mom shows him. I still love him like he's mine. I was posting that shit for the city, F Durk and all that shit on my daughters. That shit ain't got nothing to do with him. People coming up with their own narrative. I'm ratting, I'm this, I'm that. But if I would have lost my life, I would have been able to tell my side of the story. I would be just another dead N-word. I don't give a F. No more. I got custody of my kids. God don't like ugly. I pray he gives y'all what y'all deserve, good or bad. I can't help y'all just now finding out that's his daddy. Y'all should have been on her side when she was on this MF going hard to prove herself. IYKYK, I was that boy's daddy. He called me daddy for 7 years. Since he was 3 weeks, I've been in his life. Whatever makes y'all feel better, that's why I got custody of my kids and she don't. Y'all so internet, thank God it was me that took the shot and not her. That's still my daughter's mom, but she knows, like I know, God has always been good to me, survivor. Out of respect to the people who this is affecting, the same or more than me, I won't be making another post about it. Shout out to the real. I pray for the little boy to be mentally okay. This is a big thing for him. He's just turned 10. So yeah, comment below. Let me know your thoughts, and thank you for tuning in. I appreciate everyone. Hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you.